Always great catching up with my next guest, Valentina Shevchenko, who's got a huge fight coming up here against Alexa Grasso. The rematch coming up here September 16th. It is right around the corner. Valentina, how are you today?
Hello, James. Feeling good, feeling strong.
That's great. And big news, even before we talk about this fight, you got on the EA Sports cover for the video game. How exciting was that?
Oh, it was amazing. I think EA game, it's kind of like have been in UFC like for a long time, and this fifth edition, it's made so real. It's they add so many change to the character, to the how the character looks like, and it's like it's really real. So it's kind of like we've been working on all these little tiny details to make it look just amazing.
Yeah, the realism is amazing. When did you find out you were going to be on the cover?
I think a little bit before you all guys knew it.
Okay, that's good. Were you surprised at all, or was this something you kind of expected? Because like you said, you've been in the UFC for a while. You're one of the most popular fighters on the roster. What was your reaction to hearing that you were going to be on the cover?
I was very happy because it's kind of like huge achievement as well. And yeah, I think it's everyone's dream to be in a cover.
It is, absolutely. And have you played yourself in the game yet? And if so, is it accurate? Do you think the striking level and all that is accurate with how you actually are?
It's really accurate, and I'm the most happy that finally the dance is dance.
Good. The dance is in there. Excellent. Okay.
Yeah, because before it was kind of like I don't know how it say what is that what kind of dance, but definitely not mine. But now exactly like what I do in the ring, it is what I do in the game as well.
Excellent. Okay, well, we'll look forward to playing that. Let's talk about you, though. As you usually do, you travel all over the world. I saw you were in Vietnam. You were in Thailand for this camp. Take me through what camp has looked like, where you've been, because I know you started, if I'm not mistaken, in Vegas in July. Obviously, you were doing the International Fight Week stuff, and then you went and did your camp. So take me through what camp's been like.
Our camp was amazing. It was a lot of sweat, a lot of hard work, a lot of pressure. I mean, in good term pressure, like on the training. So I would say the training was amazing, and I spent it. I'm very happy that I had it in Tiger Muay Thai, because this is a gym what I represent already, like for how many, almost 10 years, and I've been kind of like feeling good, training and discovering the island, and it was all focused on one goal.
Absolutely, getting the win. Why did you choose to go back to Tiger Muay Thai as opposed to going somewhere else in training? What prompted you to go there as opposed to other gyms?
Because Tiger Muay Thai, I had so many like great training camps over there, so many preparation, so many championships over there in Thailand. And actually, like me, my base is Muay Thai. I think it's very important to to have this, like to be closer to your roots and can kind of like feel the same energy that you like used to feel during your whole career.
Who did you have a chance to work with over there as far as training partners?
All my training partners was like local Thai guys from Kyrgyzstan, also like from Myanmar. They like a very strong girl. She's actually like fighting in Thai fight. You know, when they
cool.
kind of
Yeah.
like she's champion over there, when they don't use the gloves, don't use the like not bare knuckle, but or use the ropes, like it's like traditional Muay Thai, very like ancient times what they fought. And yeah, it was an amazing camp, very strong. Few guys also like was like some partially like from Japan, strongest fighters from Japan. So yeah, I had amazing training partners there.
Were there any UFC fighters there at Tiger Muay Thai when you were training, or was it just international fighters?
Oh, I actually like our training. It's very like separate from everyone's.
Okay.
It's not kind of like what everyone come to the sparrings and everyone do sparrings.
Right.
No, Our training, my training, it's kind of like a very like enclosed and like under the leadership of my coach Pavel. And actually, yes, there was like several fighters, not only UFC, also ONE FC and other promotions, Asian promotions. But for me, it doesn't matter because our training it's on a different note.
And was there anything you worked on specifically this camp, or was it just working on everything? Because I know you like to train in all areas, but obviously coming off a loss, I wasn't sure if there was anything you wanted to work on in particular.
It's everything. It's
Yeah.
everything usual because you MMA. It's a complete fight style. I am complete MMA fighter. I have to focus on everything in terms to like win the most, win the best, do the best of me. I cannot focus only on one thing and then in the fight it's something like change and I'm not prepared. No, the fighter who fight on the high level competition has to work on everything.
Absolutely. And how do you see the rematch playing out on September 16th? How do you see the fight going in the main event?
It's only one. I go there for the victory. I go there to destroy my opponent. I go there to play. I go there not to joke around. I go there to take what is mine and show there not the best version, as the greatest version of me.
How much did training in Thailand kind of light a fire under you? You mentioned all the success you've had training there in the past. And I know it's a martial arts lifestyle there compared to, say, training in other places, right? Like you live and breathe training. Like did that sort of ignite you a little bit this camp?
Yes, it's kind of like when you are reviving from everything from the beginning. And it's kind of like the same when you are going back to the place where you are kind of like was growing up.
Yeah.
You are remembering your feeling like on this journey to become the best, to become the greatest. And definitely all these emotions, it's kind of like wake you up and saying like, okay, this is what you have to feel, this is what you have to do. And definitely it's kind of like was one way influence, but I cannot say that this is the only thing what I feel. No, I know exactly who I am. I know exactly how strong I am. I know exactly how dangerous I can be. I just make all these terms even more stronger for this fight.
I know the focus has been primarily on Alexa, but are you watching what's happening in your division as well? Like, for example, we had Rose Namajunas and Manon Fiorot fight last weekend. We had Erin Blachfield fight, I think, the week before that. Are you watching these fights, or are you just kind of focusing on what you're doing?
I didn't watch the fights. I didn't know. I don't know how it was played out. I just know the results.
Okay, gotcha. So what did you think of Erin? You fought Taila Santos, or Taila Santos, I should say. What did you think of Erin defeating her? That was a pretty big win.
It was good win for Erin, and I think now she's kind of like, all her previous wins, it was kind of like, oh yes, maybe no, but this kind of like huge step for her, and I'm like happy for her because like she's young, she's like going pursuing her goal. But yeah, it's unfortunately for Taila, Singapore, it's not a very lucky place, right?
No, that's right. Yeah, no, all things considered. Now, with that said, do you think Erin has done enough to earn a title shot, or do you think she needs another fight?
I don't know. I really don't care, right?
Okay.
Whatever they do, and kind of like I really don't interested in their like steps. What is I'm interested in and what I care about it's about my career,
Absolutely.
what I do, and after I do what I have to do Saturday 16th, I already start to think about next steps.
Absolutely. I did mention Manon Fiorot there. She defeated someone that you've trained with before in Rose Namajunas. Were you surprised by that result? Obviously, Rose moving up to 125, your division now. What did you think of that result?
Same. I didn't see the fight. I know the fight was in France. It could be like many things happen. I don't know. What is your opinion? Was it like fair decision or no?
Yeah, no, it was a fair decision. I don't think the judging played any role in it. Manon just looked a little bit stronger there, right? Obviously, Rose moving up, and Manon put a very good performance. And the other thing that happened is Rose broke her pinky like early in the fight too, so I'm sure that affected the striking a bit.
Yeah. I know exactly that Rose, she is very strong fighter, and I know exactly she's like have this spirit of champion, and I don't see the for her the problem to move up because she can feel strong enough for 125 and 115. It's the same like me. I'm fighting 115, but I'm easily can fight 135, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I fight 125.
Yes,
Not
no, absolutely not 115. Yeah, just to be clear on that. Were you when you heard that Rose was moving up? Did that surprise you a bit, just because she has 2 wins already over the current strawweight champion Zhang Weili?
I think it's maybe was kind of like decision regarding the weight cut, something
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
And it's understandable. Not every fighter want to like cut weight all their lives, and yeah, they want to try something like different as well. And especially like when a fighter had a little bit like off time,
Mhm.
yeah. It's kind of like take for them to get back in where they started. Yeah, because yeah, it was kind of like you go 125, you go 115, it doesn't matter really.
And obviously with Rose losing, she's not really in the contender spot at 125. But let's say had she won that fight, would you two have ever fought each other? I know you have trained together. I know there's a bit of a friendship. Was that ever something that you two ever discussed? Like if you ever fought each other now that she's in your weight class?
No, we never discussed this like possibility because she was fighting 115, I
That's
was
right. Yeah.
125, and it was like she is champion there, I'm champion here, so everyone is happy.
Yes, no, that definitely makes sense. I don't think we've spoken since Amanda Nunes retired in June at UFC 289. You're a little bit disappointed you're not going to get to fight her again, because that second fight you guys had, a lot of people felt like that could have gone your way.
Um, like disappointed. Yes, definitely. I would like to have this trilogy fight, but I cannot say like I'm disappointed, right?
Right.
And Amanda, she took her decision. She had great career, and yes, I think the second fight it was not like the result was not supposed how it was, and I think I was it. I won that fight, but in the same time, I just what can say it's kind of like decisions of everyone, and
Yeah.
she did so many like huge things in the fight career, in the fight industry, and hard it's very hard to judge about why she did it. But in the other side, like I feel uh, many people like confuse a little bit the term of retirement, and instead of like really use term retirement, they would use maybe it's going to be better to use like uh, a little layoff, a little
Okay.
rest, maybe year, maybe two, but not like retirement, because
Right.
I feel she's young enough to like continue this fight journey, and maybe after a year or two she change her mind and decide like to have another fight or two. So it's kind of like also like one of the possibilities, and I think I still will be around, so yeah.
Okay, interesting. So you think she could potentially come back then, even with being having a family now and having a gym and having won 2 belts in 2 different weight classes. You think that there's a possibility she would come back?
Oh, it's every time there is a possibility. There
Okay.
is something can be different. For example, Henry, he decided to retire after 2 3 years. He had his family, babies, and
Mhm.
he came back. Same with Connor. He retired, then come back. Yeah, that's why I'm saying like in like not to use the term retirement, because
Mhm.
retirement is something fundamental forever,
Mhm.
but to use like take a break
Yeah.
for like 2 years and just go and rest and then see what it's gonna be. That's why I every time leave some percentage on like something that fighters they maybe come back, they maybe will have another fight. So we don't know. I don't say that it's gonna be,
Right.
but it's a possibility.
Well, don't you think though with Cejudo, he only had a couple title defenses, whereas Amanda's had a number of title defenses at bantamweight. I know she lost to Juliana, but even outside of that, I forget how many times she's defended her belt, but it's been a lot. So I could see that being more of a retirement than Henry, because Henry only had I think a couple title defenses at bantamweight. What do you think about that?
I'm not. I don't want to say. I'm not saying about achievement.
Oh,
I
right,
don't
right. Okay.
about like what they did in martial arts. I just saying how they feel.
Right.
I because like constant pressure where when you have to defend your belt, when you have to prepare in training camp, it's like constant physical and mental pressure, and definitely you cannot live like this life like forever in this pressure. Sometimes you have to take time like to rest, and when your mind is built up, recovered up, you say why not to give another shot. So this is what I want to say. It's not regarding the achievements, because yeah, definitely it's kind of like so many defense against like just a few defense. It's different note. I'm saying about mental.
I know you can answer this when you were on the panel with her, but what did you think of Juliana Pena's comments towards Nunes after she retired? I don't know if you heard those.
Something like she's scared
Yeah,
fighting.
and that, and like she was a little bit disrespectful, and I know she said she was going to storm the cage when Nunes retired. Like I don't know what you made of that whole thing. You fought Juliana, which is why I'm asking you. So
I say like this is a fight industry. This is not only about sport. It's about show. It's about like all these emotions that one have inside to like let them go out, let them go away. And like this is what she said. Juliana, she's always was like that, and it's very hard to expect from her something different, right?
right, yeah.
And yeah, definitely she like have to build their rivalry, especially they have one and one kind of like I feel that she was really hoping to fight her, and like for the third time, and then when she got injury, and she hopes she will have another opportunity, but once she's like hearing that there is no other opportunity, definitely she's upset.
Yes, no, that's understandable. With all that said, it looks like Juliana will be fighting for a vacant title next. You have a win over her at 135. Have you ever thought about moving back up to that weight class at any point? I know the focus right now is on September 16th, but have you thought about maybe moving back up to bantamweight?
I would say 16, September 16, and
Yeah.
all other plans and all the other like what I have in my mind is gonna be revealed on the night of September.
Okay. There we go. Okay, I like that answer. That's interesting. And we'll just end on this. You do a lot of traveling. We mentioned obviously you went to Thailand for the camp. You went to Vietnam, I saw as well. What do you have any travel plans after this, or you just wait to see what happens in the fight and then figure it out?
I say you that I don't have life after the fight.
Right.
I don't have plans after the fight. I don't have anything. My life is have the end. It's like it's September 16, and this is what I live now, right now. My focus is September 16.
Well, let me ask you this then. Where is somewhere that you would like to train or like to travel to that you haven't traveled to yet?
You know, I am like recently I have that feeling like very constantly when I go and for example for training camp, and I train in some place, I kind of like cannot feel like in full the spirit of the place, the spirit of the country, because everything what I think about the training, recovery, go another day like training, recovery, eat food, what like that. And I feel that some places I should revisit twice,
Yeah.
one on the training camp, another on like out of the training camp. And I would say that same feeling I have for Thailand this time, because I've been there in 2020, like, and it was training camp. Then it's all about the training camp.
Right. Oh, no problem. I know what you mean. Yeah. So there's a lot of places you visited that you would like to go back to. And just my last question, I have to mention this. You have a new YouTube channel now. I believe it's Red Corner MMA. Tell me a little bit about that and getting to document you, which I know is something very cool because you do a lot of traveling.
It is this like a segment, this film, it was exactly about training, about preparation. It's kind of like I was, the main idea was to show me in the training camp,
Yeah.
to show me my mindset, before the fight. And yeah, I think this Red Corner MMA YouTube channel, they did amazing work. And like all emotions, what I want to show, they actually could show it without cutting the important pieces for me, without cutting my feelings. And when people film something, sometimes they have their own vision, right?
Mhm.
And you want to express something, but they have their own vision, and this is what it's like made not like explored, not open freely. But I would say Red Corner MMA, they did amazing job to showing all that emotions what I have.
It's excellent. We got to check that out. We got to check your fight out coming up here September 16th. It is right around the corner. Valentina, thank you so much for the time. If there's anyone you'd like to thank before we get out of here, any sponsors or any social media you want to mention, I will give you the last word.
Thank you so much, James. And yes, as always, very nice to speak with you. And yeah, September 16th, here we go.
There we go.
Make sure to subscribe to the LowKick MMA YouTube channel for all the latest news, event previews, and interviews with some of the biggest stars in MMA.